Well, anyway, the list of these weapons could go on and on and on and on, my friends, and include many non-lethal means of deterrent as well, but you get my drift. There are many sources of this kind of practical information out there. Remember, it's great to have ex-military people in your platoon for obvious reasons. And I'm going to let you in on a secret just for tuning in today. This is something that I don't share with many people, but since you're here, I'm going to share it with you. If you can, adopt or sponsor a Palestinian to come and live with you wherever you are. Because Palestinians, they've been bugging out and living in bunkers and surviving for decades, centuries, maybe even thousands of years. The tribes down there in that region, that's biblical. These people have skills and ability. They have guts deep down. They're used to getting from all sides all the time. Now, you could opt for an Israeli as well. You'd probably get a little bit more, bang for your buck out of that as well. But I tend to like the fortitude and the survival balls that these people have. You didn't hear it here. Now, check your local laws, law enforcement agencies, real estate companies, mortgage brokers, financiers, friends, family, and have at it. You should seek to have people with a wide variety of skill sets in your platoon. Your platoon would only be limited by its imagination, skills, abilities, knowledge, financial resources, and so on and so on. A bug-out village would be far more secure than running around as an individual or family group trying to survive. And how many of us really have the drive and the will to survive once our creature comforts are all gone? Most of us would probably just rather put the shotgun in our mouths and pull the trigger than to have to run the gauntlet of the rigors of daily survival in a nasty, nasty situation. But not you, not me. Let's get back on point here. We're prepping for normal home defense now, so I'm just gonna stop and get serious. And I'm sorry about going off like that. Now, let's be honest. Here's what I would have to protect my home and family from a vicious intruder. In other words, here are the tools that I would have at hand to kill another human being who posed a deadly threat to me or my loved ones. I don't want to make this too complex. But do remember, you will be killing another human being. They may be a bad guy, but I don't believe that most of the bad guys were born that way. Perhaps unfortunate circumstances contributed to their bad choices just a little bit. Before I go on, I'd just like to ask a quick question to everybody. How many people listening today have had to face a deadly threat from another human being in, say, in the last 3 years? Anyone? Hands? I'm just kidding. My audience is small. Never mind. I know it's gratuitous. Maybe it's not funny, but now, being prepared to kill another human being doesn't mean that our moral and ethical frameworks are out of whack. One can still love one's neighbor as oneself, but that doesn't mean that one shouldn't also, in certain unfortunate circumstances, do unto others before they do unto you. It's important here to differentiate the concept of enemy from imminent deadly threat from another human being, organization, group, or nation state. Appropriate self-defense is about protecting oneself and others from a threat using deadly force if necessary. Actually, I think I have always thought this. It's easy to love one's enemy. An enemy should have a high place in one's esteem. It's from competition with those who don't necessarily have our own best interest at heart that we learn valuable lessons, are forced to innovate, adapt, compete, invent, and win. You might not like the guy across the street or in the next town over, but you can enjoy the growth that the stresses of uncomfortable relationships with people can bring. And in many ways, in the 21st century, resilience is the best trait you can have as an asset.